What's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you another horror movie review, and this time we're going to be talking about Abominable, which came out in 2006 and stars Matt McCoy, as well as appearances from guys like Lance Henriksen and Jeffrey Combs, genre legends, and then you also have Haley Joel in here as well. Directed by Ryan Schifrin, and let's get into it. You believe in Bigfoot?
Bloody Jacob.
Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Bad man, you know that. And in terms of a plan, we fight.
Sexy, awesome, exclusive content.
And I've been pretty eager to talk about this movie, Abominable. I haven't seen a lot with regards to Sasquatch or Bigfoot horror movies. It's kind of a subgenre of its own. I've been wanting to check some out, and I picked very carefully which one actually looked legitimately the best to me. There's a couple others I'm intrigued to see, but man, was I happy with my selection. I really liked Abominable. From this to watching Castle Freak earlier and everything, I've actually been on a roll of luck with horror movies lately. I really enjoyed Abominable. I'll briefly explain the plot to you. It's about Matt McCoy's character. He experiences a trauma. He's paralyzed as well, so that creates its own form of suspense. For if he has to get away from this thing. He experienced a trauma with losing his wife as they were rock climbing, and ends up being taken back to this kind of cottage lodge in the woods location by someone from this, I don't know if I want to say asylum or what, who thinks it might be a good idea for him to revisit it and sort of make his peace with it, find closure, that kind of thing. And then you have this group of teenagers or 20-something-year-olds, who are in the lodge, just in the dirt road over. Who are just there to have fun, right? So basically, when they pulled up in their car, I was like, there's your body count. So of course then there's this mysterious thing that's killing livestock, and some hunters are after it, which include Lance Henriksen, Jeffrey Combs, who aren't in it a whole lot, but they have a pretty good campfire scene together, I guess. I will say it was kind of cringy though when they gave Lance Henriksen a Wilhelm scream. But still, it's good to see him in something like this. Kind of legitimizes the production a little bit, maybe. Even though they've all been in a lot of crap movies as well, but still, I honestly loved Abominable. I thought it was great. I liked how it was filmed. I liked the perspective with it, because for a decent portion of the movie, especially like the middle duration of it. You have Matt McCoy's character who's in this lodge, across the dirt road, and he sees the Sasquatch, this creature, monster, picking off these kids, basically, right? To him, anyway. So he has to watch from this window. He's trying various ways to, get their attention or, get some outside contact, but he can't because the guy who was with them, thought he was just going crazy, so he's locked all the doors and everything like that. So it's a little bit innovative and a little bit creative, because we see a lot from his perspective, like from the window. We see this thing walking around the house and getting into the different rooms and everything like that. So I enjoyed that as well. It is suspenseful, and it has a good bit of violence and gore to it as well. Matt McCoy himself I liked quite a bit as well. We see his desperation and everything like that, but I did feel a lot of sympathy for him, so he did a good job delivering that. And I think he is a good character to have, instead of just being like following one of the teenagers the whole time or something. It made it feel a little less generic, a little bit more of a superior spin there. The creature itself, if you don't want to see what it looks like, I like to avoid saying what the monster looks like before I watch a movie full on, if I can help it. So if you don't want to know what it looks like, skip like 30 seconds or so, okay? Okay. But yeah, I honestly really love the design. You can tell it's on a budget, but I thought the design itself was really nice. I like the bulkiness of it. It looks very bestial. It's not like a Jack Link's thing. It doesn't look like a Halloween costume. I thought it was very, bulky and just sort of, I honestly love the crap out of it. The teeth and everything, the kind of the big eyes. I thought it actually worked nicely. It might be a bit cheesy for some, but I loved it within the film. And then, like I said, Matt McCoy is the standout, but I also did quite like. I'm sorry, I promise not to show the design again after those 30 seconds, but I'm sorry about that. Where was I? Okay. Best actress Haley Joel. She ends up playing. She does. She does play Amanda. The main girl we have across the dirt road and everything. Are kind of rooting for her. And she actually did a pretty nice job acting wise. I thought she was very emotive. She seemed like legitimately desperate and scared and everything. She acted really well with her eyes. So I really liked her as well. It's a straightforward film. It's not very long. Let's see, it's about hour 34 standard. I don't own it yet, but I do plan on ordering the MVD collection version of it. So I'm looking forward to having that. You can kind of see the cover in my thumbnail, which I think is pretty cool. So I think that Abominable is sort of an overlooked gem. It's definitely the best Bigfoot horror movie I've seen, and just a good little kind of nugget here that I think people should try to check out and not overlook. If I had to rate it, I'd give it like an 89-90%, somewhere in there. I don't know you guys thought about it. If you've seen it, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, and I'd also like to see a sequel, but we're probably never going to get it. It's good as a one-off though too, so see ya.